As a kid, when I used to misbehave myself, my dad would pull me aside and whoop my ass with his belt. I remember when my pops carried me on top his back, I diarrheaed my diaper on his shoulders. I took a crap I can never forget. My dad's two-footed kick, he rolled off the soccer ball, tweaked his back and his hip. My dad taught me how to ride a bike, he taught me how to drive a car. He tried to get me on the strings, but I ain't wanna play guitar. He took me to the beach, plenty parks and gymnasiums. We even went to some events up at the Aloha Stadium. My dad took me on a boat when I was small, we went fishing. He always taught me right from wrong, but I was young, never listened. My daddy talked with his hands, yo, I don't even know how. He very talented at moving around his eyebrows. He called me sucker chump, chump change, little whippersnapper. My pops be a comedian, got me crying in laughter. But I look up to my dad, yo, he very intellectual. He do the damn thing and he move like a professional. He taught me how to shave, he told me never go against the grain. He pulled me to the side and said, Chris, you gotta play the game. My pops took me around the world, Japan and New York. He took us cross country, we stayed at fancy resorts. He even put me through college, he spent all of his wealth. He the reason I can do this shit all by myself. My dad's an excellent musician, he a one-man band. It's very rare to see him without an instrument in his hand. He ran his own guitar studio while raising us three, and at the same time went and got his master's degree. My dad, he never had much, he told me the sadness. If anybody tried to rob him, all they was getting was practice. But nowadays he ride Harleys, fly planes and writes books. He the reason that I'm tall and handsome with good looks. Don't you see the resemblance? Me and my pops, we look familiar. Can't tell you where he works, if I did I have to kill you. My pops, he speak German, Spanish, French and Japanese. He always working on the computer, taking care of my family. He says take what you eat, but always eat what you take. My dad always made sure I had food on my plate. He did everything he could to have me stay out of prison. He got a lawyer for me cause I made some stupid decisions. My pops forever came through, never did he call and cancel. He the best role model, always setting good examples. He would always pray for me to get through stuff I couldn't handle, and he always helped me out when I was down in my financial debt. I'm sorry for putting you through so much shit. All the money that I cost you, that put you in debt. Negative things that I said to you with bad intent. The way you raised me as a child, I would never regret. You see, my dad was always around, his presence always profound. The best dad to ever exist in K-Town. When my pops explains life, everything become clearer. I see his face every time that I look in the mirror. And even though we don't always agree with each other, I love my dad with all my heart for raising me and my brothers, and that's real. Happy Father's Day, Pops. Yeah.